Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Apothecary and welcome back to my channel.
Today's video is a spoiler-free review for Towers of Midnight by Brandon Sanderson and Robert Jordan. This is book 13 in the Wheel of Time series, the second to last book. As you might know from following me in various social medias, I am in the middle of the last book, book 14, right now, A Memory of Light. I am so looking forward to seeing how this series completely wraps up. If you want to see my spoiler thoughts on Towers of Midnight, there will be a reading vlog coming soon. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully sooner rather than later. So stay tuned for that if you have read the Wheel of Time series and you want to see my spoiler thoughts on Towers of Midnight as I was reading the book. But as I said, this is a spoiler-free review, so our spoiler-free summary, which is going to be a very quick summary because this is book 13, so I can't really say any details without giving away the first 12 books. I can tell you that this picks up pretty much where book 12 ends. We have Perrin and Matt as kind of our main focuses, and we see some people from the past come up for, I think it was both Perrin and Matt that they had to come across. That's pretty much all I can say without giving away spoilers. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. For me, there were some parts that really lagged, but then you hit that Sanderson at the end, and it was like the last quarter of the book was absolutely insane and fantastic, and I loved it. So, without further ado, let's talk about my call pile scores. For characters, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. Some parts I really loved seeing our characters interact in these different parts. Some, again, just did not do it for me. Atmosphere and setting, I gave an 8.5 out of 10. This is one area where both Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson never really lack for me. Brandon Sanderson does such a fantastic job of describing the setting and all these various instances in this book and the atmosphere. I could feel the atmosphere throughout this whole book. Plot, I gave an 8 out of 10. Now, overall, I thought that Brandon Sanderson did a great job of advancing the plot. But in parts, I actually wanted more plot advancement. Like I said, some of the parts kind of lagged for me, and it felt more like we're just here too long in this one moment. And that's become, kind of a theme for me throughout reading the Wheel of Time series in its own. There are times where I wanted us to move along a little bit faster than we were. Intrigue, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. I thought, okay, some parts were really, really interesting to me and I wanted more. Other parts, not so interesting and almost kind of tuned them out. Logic and relationships, I gave an 8 out of 10. I thought overall, Brandon Sanderson did such a great job at developing these relationships that we have in these books. And also kind of, things made sense as I was reading them. I didn't really question much in this book. Enjoyment, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Overall, I enjoyed this one more than some others. And this might be one that I reread or reread in the future. This gave us a total of 53.5 divided by 7 equals a 7.6, which gives us, again, our 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good. I thought it was better than some, not as good as others. It kind of was one that I was just trying to, at times, just trying to get through to get to the next book, the last book, which I'm on right now and absolutely loving it. So that is my very quick spoiler-free review for Towers of Midnight. Like I said, 4 to 5 stars for me, and if you want to know more of my thoughts, my spoiler thoughts as I'm reading through Towers of Midnight, stay tuned soon-ish for my reading vlog for that. If you have read Towers of Midnight before, like I know many of you have that are watching this, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this book? Was this one of the better books for you or one of the not so good books? We in Wheel of Time series, it feels like we have one or the other, the really good books or the not so good books. There's not a lot of like in between books. For me, this was kind of an in between book. Now that I say that, it wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't terrible for me. There were parts in the book that I really, really liked, and then there were parts that I really did not like. So it kind of fell mid for me. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. And as always, keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.